We're starting our latest tour. This is Yankeeland. We're up in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's our first of many stops. We're on the CSX property there. It's where they have a large intermodal yard. Got to spend some time with Jack Wright, who's one of the directors over the area, Nick Turpos, who's been our terminal manager here for a number of years. Nick's been with us about 11 years. And then John was there as well. And so we got to spend some time just understanding what we're planning on doing here. It's a new location. We're still getting our facilities in order, still trying to hook up power and that. But it's a great solution for us. It saves us some money on rent. It also is better for our drivers because now they have a lot of space to park tractors and trailers. Before it was a real challenge for us at our old location at one of our customers. And it's a good operation. You know, it's not real big, maybe 14 drivers or so, but it's been very successful for a number of years. Nick does a great job for us, so it was a good first stop. We just finished our second stop on the Yankeeland tour. This took us to Pittsfield, Massachusetts. This operation came under Quality Carriers a number of years ago. We bought a small carrier based in Adams, Massachusetts, that did a lot of dry bulk work and a lot of work in one of the quarries down in Canaan, Connecticut. And then it came to full QC control during one of the affiliate transitions about 2 to 3 years ago. This is an interesting operation because it's pretty much all dry bulk. We have a nice maintenance shop here with a couple of bays. Got to meet Adam and Rob. They were in the shop, along with Steven, who oversees some of our regional shops, and Glenn Heckman, who's been in the industry quite a long time, about 40 years. He's based down in Pennsylvania, oversees some of these shops. And one of the nice things is we got to see one of our brand new heavy-duty dump trucks that we use in the quarry. When we took over that business years ago, we repurposed some other dump trucks to support that business, but quite frankly, they were a bit undersized, weren't heavy enough duty to handle the massive, essentially boulders that get dumped into these trucks under, a lot of use every day. You know, each truck might do 30 loads a day. And so we had a plan to replace these. And then when the pandemic hit, it was a challenge. It took about a year and a half to get the replacements. So the nice thing is we now have 4 of them, which is about what we need to run the business. And I got to see the newest one that is, being commissioned now. Really nice features. First of all steel body that was really built for the purpose of its use. Had some great innovations. Glenn put a lot of thought into both the driver comfort and also safety. It has a great anti-tip system, which can be an issue for a dump truck if it's not on level ground when it goes to unload. It can cause a risk to the driver. So it was nice to see that. And then got to meet with Christine. Christine Lane's been with us since that acquisition. She's been in the industry now with us for 18 years and with us since we took it over about 9 years ago. Christine does a great job running the operation. We've got about better part of 10 drivers before the month is out. Do a really good job for our customers, and she's been very, very committed to supporting us. So it was great catching up with her. John was there as well. And again, just another nice visit as we continue our Yankeeland tour. We just made our third stop on our Yankeeland tour. This was to Florence, Vermont. We've had a long-standing operation here to support one of our major customers. And this is another site where it's really transformed over the last several years. We transitioned this from one of our affiliates about a little over 3 years ago. And so first got to spend time in the shop. Really, really top-notch shop now. Got to meet Sherman, who oversees a couple of our locations, including this one. And then Devin and Mike operate in the shop. It was good to see the progress we've made there. Spent some time with Ed. He's one of our kind of a utility infielder. He does a little bit of everything for us, does some shuttling moves, does some repositioning. He had an interesting personal story. His family's had a farm here. It's a 4th generation. Was a dairy farm at one time. Now it's more of for steer and for beef. But it was nice talking to him about the farming life and some of the challenges there. And he likes the flexibility that this job offers him to combine his farm work with his family with this job at QC. And then we got to spend some time in the terminal, met with Jennifer Davis. Jennifer's been with us a long time. She's domiciled up in New York, but comes down here periodically. And then Lois, who is the permanent person here on site, recently got married, and she has a daughter she's raising. Just adopted her at 3 years old, so it's pretty exciting times for her. And then we got to meet a couple of our drivers over there. Frank, been driving quite a long time, originally from the Philly area. Been with us quite a long time. And then Gary, who does a lot of our moves. They're doubles, actually pulling double trailers across New York, that then break them down in just outside of Erie, Pennsylvania, for then final delivery individually to our customers. So it was nice, meeting him and hearing from him. But a really good operation here, right on site at the customer, so it's very efficient. And then Chris Silfies, who oversees a lot of our terminals in the Northeast, has done an excellent job for us. So it was really a great visit. Well, we're on our way to our final stop on our Yankeeland tour. This will be in the Albany area of New York. And we've had an operation up here for, I'm going to say, maybe 40 or 50 years. I'm not sure exactly. It also, for a long time, had the distinction of having our longest running tank in service, a 1954 model, if I recall properly, that I believe was still in service as of a few years ago. So this terminal originally supported one of our biggest customers here. They've changed hands a few times, but it still supports that customer, along with a number of others in the Albany area. So we spent time with Kathy, been our terminal manager there, been with us a number of years before that, before she became the terminal manager. Met with Shelly and her wonderful dog, Mike and Dave, all running the operations there. It was also nice to meet Rodney, one of our long-standing drivers. He was actually with us about 20 years or so, then left for a little bit to haul propane, and then came back, I think within the last 6 months or so. And he had actually just come back from a delivery up in Montreal, and he was headed out again today for another run. It was a great visit with the team there. And then in the shop, Eric, who's been with us about 5 years, he oversees the shop. Got to spend some time with Rob Hensler. He's our shop foreman. His brother Joey was a long-standing terminal manager for us for many, many years. Got to meet one of the new mechanics there, or newer, about a year or so. His name is Jonathan. And then it was a real treat to also meet Clyde and his son. He goes by CJ. He's actually Clyde the third. And, Clyde Sr. has, I think we calculated, well over 55 years or so as a mechanic in the industry. A number of years with us. His son's been with us a number of years. He's got over 30 years. So combined between the two of them, over 80 years of experience. What a really tribute to the hard work they've done all these years. It's an excellent shop. Again, there's always opportunities. One of the themes in many of our shops is we don't have enough shop space and enough mechanics and welders and that. So hopefully we can find a way to add to this outstanding operation in Albany, New York. So another great tour is concluded. And I should mention one other point. We did get a chance to embarrass myself on a truck simulator from the New York Trucking Association that we joined maybe a couple of years ago, and they were kind enough to bring the simulator down. I got to practice on that. It was really fun, and I had it very easy with the little course they gave me, but it really gives you a snippet into the daily challenges our professional drivers face on the road around the country. This was a simple one. They showed me some of the other features. I don't think I was brave enough to try those, but it's a great learning device, and it gave me even a better appreciation for our professional drivers. So again, a great conclusion to the Yankeeland tour. Now we're on to our next tour.